Hari Om, Bhagavad Gita, Deivasura Sampad Vibhaga Yoga. Chapter 16, verse 2. We have seen 10 Deivi Sampads. So now the 11th Sampad, that is Sathya. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhihi Jnana Yoga Vyavastitihi Dhanam Dhamascha Yagyascha Swadhyayastabharjavam Ahimsa Satyam Akrodham Tyagashantirapaishunam Daya Bhudeshvaloluptvam Madhavam Hrirachapalam Tejashamadhrudishaucham Adrogo Nadimanita Bhavanti Sampadam Deivim Abhijadasya Bharatam. So next Sampad is, yesterday we saw Ahimsa, today it is Sathya. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, a person utters a lie because of fear of facing certain facts about himself. Why somebody should tell a lie? Why he is not telling the truth? Because he is afraid to face the truth. That is why he is telling a lie. If one is not truthful, it will make him only weaker and weaker. Hence, honestly facing the situation and facing the facts as they are is the only way to overcome that fear. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, while speaking the words, then those words must convey the exact meaning with no omissions or embellished merits. No word should be used which serve no purpose. Unnecessary talk should be avoided. Most of us, we do that. The choice of words must be accurate so that one conveys what he wants to convey. This is what Swami Dayananda Saraswati says. Then, I don't want to miss Saint Thiruvalluvar here, because if you cannot ignore Thiruvalluvar on these topics. He has given 10 golden verses on truthfulness, that is Vaimai. In Tamil it is called Vaimai, because you are speaking through mouth. Vai means mouth. Mai means truth. Wonderfully he has given the topic heading also. Vai Mai. Speaking truth. Because you can only speak the truth through the mouth. That is why Vai is mouth. Mai is truth. Vai Mai. He has given the topic heading. So all the 10 verses I am going to today say. It is only I am trying to read those verses, golden verses. He is a great saint. And then at least let me know intellectually that these are the highest ideals and try to follow it. That is what I would think. So first verse. Vaimai enapaduvadu yadenin yadondrum தீமை இல்லாத சொல்லல். That is, what is truth? Without knowing what is truth, how can you speak truth? So he says, வாய்மை எனப்படுவது யாதெனின், what is truth? யாதொன்றும் தீமை இல்லாத சொல்லல். Truth is that by speaking which no injury or harm is caused to anyone. That is truth. Then he gives an explanation in the second verse. பொய்மையும் வாய்மை இடத்த உரை தீர்ந்த நன்மை பயக்குமெனின். That is, in Ramayana, this is one of the criticisms on Sita Mata. Sita Mata spoke a lie in her life. Because when she was in the Ashokavana, when Hanumanji destroyed the entire Ashokavana, all the Rakshasas went to her and asked, who is that fellow who destroyed this Ashokavarman. You tell us, don't be afraid. Tell about him. We will go and tell the king Ravana. She said, I am not giving the exact words. She said, I don't know about Hanuman. She spoke to her, she knows everything. But she said, I don't know about Hanuman. Immediately, criticism. People said, no, 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 she has uttered a lie. Even Sita Mata uttered a lie. Did she utter a lie? Thiruvalluvar gives the answer. பொய்மையும் வாய்மை இடத்த உரை தீர்ந்த நன்மை பயக்குமெனின். Even a lie will be treated as equivalent to truth if uttering a lie will give more benefits than uttering the truth. Sita Mata did not lie because she wanted to save herself. Because she's fire. She could have destroyed Ravana in a single second. Angrily, if she looked at Ravana, she never looked at Ravana. She was looking at the grass, Darbha, and then talking to Ravana. If she angrily looked at, if Lakshmi Mata angrily looks, whoever it is, he will definitely get destroyed. So he did not see Ravana. Pativrata Dharma. So the point here is Sita Mata did not lie because she wanted to save herself. It is in the larger interest of the society. So that Bhagavan Rama comes and kills all the Rakshasas, in whose midst many innocents were living. Many yagyas and yagyas were getting disturbed by the Rakshasas. That is why she uttered even if she uttered a lie, assuming that she uttered a lie, it is not a lie. It will be treated as a truth. That is what Thiruvalluvar says. Poimayum vaimai idatta உரை தீர்ந்த நன்மை பயக்குமெனின். Then he says, தன்னெஞ்சறிவது பொய்யருக பொய்த்த பின் தன்னெஞ்சே தன்னை சுடும். Wonderful. He says, hey, you don't lie against your conscience. You know very well that what you are speaking is not truth. If you lie in spite of knowing that you are lying, then your conscience will not permit you to live in peace of mind. It will prick you always. Arey, you idiot, you told that lie. You spoiled somebody's life. It will roast you alive. It will roast you alive. That is what he says. Tannenjarivathu poyyarha, poitha pin tannenje tannai chudu. Then the next verse he says, Ullattar poyyadolgi, Ulagattar ullattu ellam ulan. That is the one who speaks truth always. If somebody, we also know, if he is always speaking truth, then we will not believe anything. You will not believe any WhatsApp message. You will call that fellow and ask him, hey, whether this is right, true. Then when he says, you will believe him. So similarly, he says, the one who speaks the truth always, whatever be the situation, then he will live forever in the hearts of all the people. Then he says, Manattodu vaimai mozhir, davattodu danam jeivarilai. That is, if one who speaks always the truth from his heart, he always speaks the truth. He will not mind who it is, whoever it is. He will speak the truth. If he is speaking always the truth, it is equal to or more than those who perform severe penance and charity. Whatever we have seen, I am not sure. Yeah, tapa. We have seen tapas. It is more than that tapas, he says. Then he says, பொய்யாமை என்ன புகழில்லை, பொய்யாமை எல்லா வரமும் தரும். If you speak only the truth, all the fame of this world will come to you. 1. 2. It is equivalent to doing all the dharmas. You need not have to do a separate dharma. Then, if you speak, if you observe the penance of speaking the truth, all dharmas will automatically follow. You need not have to separately do it. Then, பொய்யாமை பொய்யாமை ஆற்றி அறம்பிற செய்யாமை செய்யாமை நன்று. If one does not speak lie, he always speaks the truth. Even if he does not do all the dharmas, the benefits of all the dharmas will be given to him if he is not speaking lie. Then this is also a wonderful verse. புறந்தூய்மை நீராய் அமையும் அகந்தூய்மை வாய்மையார் காணப்படும். Daily we are sweating, body is full of dirt. We put soap and then we take bath and we become fresh. All the night, at least eight, if you are really good at this thing, then at least 70-80% of your dirt goes out. How will you purify the heart? He says, speak the truth. Only by speaking the truth, your heart will become pure. Otherwise, it cannot be made. You cannot put a soap inside your, you open your heart, open your chest and then put soap inside the heart. Impossible. It is subtle in nature. So he says, புறந்தூய்மை நீரானமையும் அகத்தூய்மை வாய்மையார் காணப்படும். Then he says, எல்லா விளக்கும் விளக்கல்ல சான்றோர்க்கு பொய்யா விளக்கே விளக்கு. Again a wonderful verse, but I think many misinterpretations are there. All lamps are not lamps, only Sathya is the lamp. No, no. To achieve, according to me, I think, to achieve the goal of life, highest perfection, that is the goal of life. We are reading Bhagavad Gita for what? To achieve perfection in life. Imperfection to perfection. That is the goal. He says, எல்லா விளக்கும் விளக்கல்ல. There are many lights, lamps in the path to reach that goal. But பொய்யா விளக்கே விளக்கு. The only lamp, the powerful lamp which will take you to the goal is the truth, speaking the truth. That is what he says. There could be many lamps which will take you to the goal of life. But speaking the truth is the only lamp that will definitely take you to the goal. That is what he says. That is what my interpretation is. Then, யாம் மெய்யாக கண்டவற்றுள் இல்லை எனைத் தோன்றும் வாய்மை நல்ல விரல். He says, Valluvar must have been definitely a greatest knowledgeable person. Not only knowledge. Everybody is a brilliant fellow in this world. You speak with anybody, everybody has got knowledge. Wisdom. Knowledge and wisdom, there is a huge difference. He must have been the person with wisdom during those times. He says, I have seen everything. I have read everything. I have heard many things. Of all the dharmas, nothing matches the dharma of truth. That is what he says. யாம் மெய்யா கண்டவற்றுள் இல்லை எனைத் தோன்றும் வாய்மை நல்ல விரல். Only truth is the way. That is what he says. Now Kanchi Paramacharya. Kanchi Paramacharya says, after Ahimsa, Sathya comes next in the dharmas. So that is why Bhagavan also says in the second verse, Ahimsa Satyam Akrodagam. First is Ahimsa. Second is Sathya. That is what he says. Even though this is not an interpretation given on Bhagavad Gita by Paramacharya. It has been given separately in a talk. So he says, after Ahimsa, Sathya comes next in Dharma. In speaking the truth, your speech should reflect your manas. There should not be any conflict between what you speak and what you think in your manas. If what you have in your manas and what you speak outside are different, then it is said to be asatya. It is untrue. You are not speaking the truth. You are lying. You are thinking one thing in your manas, but you are speaking something else outside. If one keeps one thing in manas and speak a different thing outside, then Kanchi Paramacharya says, in the next janma, he will lose the capacity to talk. That is, that person will be born as an animal. If you keep one thing in your manas and talk something else outside, then you will be born like an animal. Again, he says there are exceptions to Sathya. So because he says, whatever you think in the manas, you should speak. Then there are exceptions. One, if there is a rowdy in your colony, on seeing his acts, your blood boils. If you go on speaking about this rowdy from morning to evening, then will it become Satya? Because what you think in your manas and what you speak outside is correct. It is in alignment. So will this become Satya? He says it is not Satya. It is a useless talk. It is neither going to serve your purpose, nor the purpose of the public, nor it is going to change the rowdy. So it is an absolutely waste talk. Even though what you speak and your manas are in alignment, that is not Satya. This is one exception. Second, suppose if you are having very bad thoughts in your manas. Why very bad thoughts in your manas? You speak openly about it. Sir, I am a truthful person, sir. Whatever I think, I will say. Whatever your bad thoughts are there, you immediately express it directly. Will that become a truth? Because your speech and manas are in alignment. He says this is also not truth. It is asatya. So satya means what? Satya is one is good manas plus good thoughts plus expressed in good speech, which produces good results, is Satya. Formula for Satya is manas should be good, thought should be good, it should be expressed in good speech, and it produces good results. That is Satya. It should be useful to the society and said in a sweet manner. Satyam bhutahidam priyam. The one that causes good to all living beings by speech, mostly human beings. Even scientists say if you can speak nicely to a tree, also immediately some reaction happens to it. If somebody comes with a knife and cuts a tree, that also the tree has got some reaction. Scientists say, I'm not very sure about it, but they are saying animals you can directly see. I have at least seen the way they shout. You can understand. So he says, Satyam bhutahidam priyam. The one that causes good to living beings by speech, actions, and thoughts is Satya. Then this verse is quoted by even Swami Dayananda Saraswati, but for the sake of not repeating again and again, I have brought it here. Satyam bruyat priyam bruyat. Na bruyat satyam apriyam. Priyam cha nanrutam bruyadesha dharma sanadanaha. Satyam bruyat priyam bruyat. That is, speak the truth. But it should be spoken in a loving and pleasing manner. So then he says, Na bruyat satyam apriyam. That is, even if it is truth, one should not say it in a harsh and hurting manner. Sir, I am speaking the truth, it is in alignment with my manas. Why should not I speak like that? Go and talk to tell the truth to your son and daughter in a harsh manner. You will see the direct result of it. You will know the effect. They will be more stubborn. They will do whatever against what you are saying. So, even if you want to say Satya, it should be said in a pleasant manner, beautiful manner. I remember Tom and Jerry. I'm sorry, it may be, you may think I am getting out of Bhagavad Gita. But the point is, good wherever it is. I am, for me, all people are gurus. Everything, wherever there is some good, I will take it. So in that manner, I remember the Tom and Jerry cartoon. The Jerry, it will want to tie a bell on the neck of that cat, Tom. Tom will always come and try to hit the Jerry and it will run away. So Jerry will do one idea. What it will do is, it will put the bell in a gift box and then keep it outside the Tom's house. So Tom will come, then it will open the gift box, then it will see a nice bell. It will tie it on its head on its own. Similar to that. Even if you want to tell a truth, it should be told in a pleasing and nice manner. That is the point which we should take. So, so if you tell in that manner, your son or daughter, even if you say in a pleasing manner, they may or may not accept. Immediately they will say, this old man has no work. He is going on giving advice to me. That is what they will think. But at least at a later date or a later point in time, they may think. I think everybody feels only at a later stage of his life, oh, what my father said was true. So they will realize it. That is the point. Then the final one is never speak untruth in a pleasing manner or not in a pleasing manner. You should never speak untruth. That is what that sloka says. Kanchi Paramacharya says, if the heart is filled with kama and krodha, desire and anger, then no truth can come out of that person. If one wants to speak Satya, then his heart must be pure. That is very, very important. Because what is inside comes outside. When you are anger, then you become a pressure cooker. So the sound comes out of your mouth. Everything gets destroyed. Because I am talking about myself. Whenever the anger occupies my mind, my heart is not at peace of mind. Words come out without control. That is what I am trying to convey. Satya purifies the mind of the person who speaks it and gives shema to others. Two benefits. If you speak truth, the person who speaks the truth, he gets purified. Then the words coming out of that person, it gives blessings to the others. So two benefits, even to the giver and to the receiver. Then Kanchi Paramacharya says there is a avandara prayojana, that is indirect benefit by speaking Satya. The man who always speaks Satya, the very fact he always speaks Satya, then what happens? Even if he speaks Asatya, untruth, inadvertently, or by slip of a tongue, or by chance, because sometimes it happens for everybody, then that Asatya will also become Satya. Nature will react in that manner to make his statement true. It will definitely make that even that Satya, that is the person always speaking the truth, even if he speaks Asatya, nature will work in a manner that it will make that Asatya as Satya. He gives the story. Paramacharya gives the story. There was one Abhirami Bhattar. His real name is not known. Those days, many people, many great saints, their name is unknown till today. You cannot search anywhere, you will not know the name. He was a great devotee of Mata Abhirami, the goddess in Tirukadayur in Tamil Nadu. Even today, that temple is there. It's a very famous temple. So those who do Shashtiyapta Purti or Satabhishekam, that is those who have completed 60 years or 80 years, go there and perform some puja there for their long life, healthy life. In this temple, Lord Shiva is worshipped as Kala Samhara Murti because he protected Markandeya from Yama, that is the Lord of Death. He protected Markandeya. He said, always you will remain 16, you will not grow further. Only when he grows, you will die, you will be remaining 16. That is what he said. His consort there in that temple is Abhirami. This Abhirami Bhattar is a great devotee of Mata Abhirami. So he daily used to sit before her and meditate in that temple. Naturally, if you are good, there will be at least there will be more number of people who will say something against you. So similarly, the people who are there in the temple, they got irritated with Abhirami Bhattar, daily coming and sitting unnecessarily. So in between shouting Abhirami, Abhirami. So they went to the king, Sarboji Maharaj, and told something ill about this fellow. I'm sorry, ill about Abhirami Bhattar. So the king wanted to, immediately king will not punish, unlike these days. So he wanted to test Abhirami whether he is really a devotee or acting like a sannyasi. So Abhinami Bhattar's another quality was he always speaks the truth because he is having Mata in his heart. So that day was a new moon day. The king went to the temple in the morning and asked him about what is today. You tell me what is the nakshatra, what is the tithi, what is the thing, etc. Abhinami Bhattar was in meditation. He was seeing Mata directly in his heart. So he coolly said, today is a Paurnami day, even though that day was a Amavasya day. King thought that this fellow is definitely a cheat, acting like a sannyasi. Highest punishment those days. If you act like a sannyasi, nowadays anybody can. I can wear a kavi dhoti, I can wear this rudraksha mala and kamandala. I take and say I can call myself a sannyasi. But those days, if you are sannyasi and if you are a cheat, highest punishment. So king got irritated and then he said, highest punishment to Abhirami Bhattar. He said, you jump into fire. Jumping into fire is not something easy. You just touch the hot coffee, then you will know. So he ordered him to jump into fire that night. The evening they made preparations, made a pit, etc. Then they asked him to jump into fire. Famous Abhirami Andadi came out, 100 verses came out of his mouth, Abhirami Bhatta. While singing that song, then there was a moon appeared, even though it was Amavasya day, moon appeared on the sky. So Paramacharya quotes this story and says, even inadvertently or by slip of the tongue, if a person who always speaks the truth utters a lie, God or nature will make that asatya into satya. That is the point. Then another one small thing which I want to say is about Arishchandra. So we all know the story, just two lines because it is also a punya to hear a story. He was tested by the king. Arishchandra was tested by Vishwamitra to see the depth of his devotion to truth. The king faced extreme hardship in life. A situation came where he was forced to sell his wife and son. And eventually he himself became a servant at a cremation ground. King, see what a life. And from where to where? A king became a servant in a cremation ground. Tragedy struck when his son was bitten by a snake. The son died. So his wife brought that son to Arishchandra, who is the father, in the cremation ground, and requested him to cremate the body. He demanded the fee because the dharma of the people in the cremation ground, they will take money and then only burn the bodies. He said, you bring money, otherwise I can't do this. Then at that time everybody appeared. Then everything ended happily. So the sage Vishwamitra was impressed terribly by the unwavering truthfulness of King Arishchandra. He blessed him, giving him back all the kingdom, everything, whatever he lost. The story of King Arishchandra is a powerful testament to the importance and unwavering commitment to truth, even in the face of extreme adversity. So these are all said because Bhagavan says, Agimsa Satyamakrodaka. So how the values are very important. So that is why this thing. Again verses 1, 2 and 3. Shri Bhagavanu Vacham Abhayam Satya Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhihi Jnana Yoga Vyavastitihi Danam Damascha Yagyascha Swadhyayastabharjavam Agimsa Satyamakrodaham Tyagashantirapaishunam Daya Bhudeshvaloluptvam Mardavam Hrirachabalam Tejashamadridishaucham Adrogo Nadimanita Bhavanti Sampadam Deivim Abhijadasya Bharata. Next Deivi Sampad we will see tomorrow. Arihom Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Narayana 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 Narayana